él es productor en jefe de Diablo 3 y vino acá a la Argentina, está dando algunas conferencias y bueno, hoy tenemos la exclusiva acá en LocalStrike, está acompañándonos. Hi Alex.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well.
Well, a few hours here in Argentina just.
Yes.
I would like to know which do you think that is the most class character that the people is going to choose when the game is launched?
I don't know that there is one that will stand out over the others. We designed them in such a way that they all have a different play style and they are all equally powerful but in different ways. And the idea behind that is to give everyone something that they will like. So depending on your play style, you're going to have a different preference. Me personally, I kind of like two because in Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 I played the Barbarian. And
yes,
I really love the Barbarian in Diablo 3.
It's very strong.
You hit a zombie and he flies over a tree. It's pretty fun. But I also, in World of Warcraft, I played a mage and I really like the wizard in Diablo 3 for the same reasons.
Yes.
And they're both kind of opposites. You know, the Barbarian stands toe to toe and uses big giant weapons and is very strong, where the wizard is very weak and stays away but casts all these great spells and does an equal amount of damage, but they're very different. So I enjoy both.
Okay, well that's great. I like the monk, and today they unlock the witch doctor.
Yes, the witch doctor is very fun. It's the most different, unique class in the game. It summons pets and creatures to fight for it, and it's like you have a small army with you. So it's very fun.
Yes. Well, were there any movies or books that inspire you to do, the people in Blizzard to do the Diablo 3?
I wouldn't say specifically. I don't know that I could think of one, but we are constantly watching movies. When new movies come out, we take the team to go see new movies all the time.
Yes.
And we're always looking at the different genres and medias. We get our inspiration from all over, so we're inspired by many things.
Yes, but the class too. It's the delays launching premises that it would be the best role game in the world.
That is our hope.
Yes, all the people too. Auction House is incorporated in Diablo 3. What do you think about it?
It's new to the game in the sense that we're putting it in, but if you look at Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, these things were already happening. They were just happening by other people, and it was outside the control of Blizzard, and oftentimes it interfered with the game. People weren't always in a safe trading environment.
Yes.
And even in World of Warcraft, we have had to combat gold farmers and power levelers and that sort of thing. So we realized this is going to happen anyway.
Yes.
So we decided to just take control of it and provide a safe environment that is secure, so that people who want to engage in this type of play will have a good environment to do that.
Okay, thank you. We could see that in other games maybe there are so many random items and a variety of gaming mode, and in Diablo 3 is incorporate that.
It's more than items. Almost everything in the game is random, even the worlds. When you go into a dungeon, a dungeon may have 20, 25 rooms in it, but it may be pulling from 75 or 100 pieces.
Yes.
And so every time you go in, it reconstructs the dungeon. And monsters are also positioned in the same way.
Yes.
Items are also random. The properties on the items are random. Elite mobs will randomly spawn. The abilities they have are random. So randomness is all over the game.
All in the game. Well, the fact that the story passed 20 years was a particular choice or just for something?
Well, the story takes place 20 years later, and we wanted to move the world forward a bit because you have the humans in Sanctuary who were caught in this battle between good and evil, and then there was this prophecy that there would be a demon invasion. But enough time has passed that people are starting to not believe.
Yes.
And then the game opens up with Deckard Cain, who knows absolutely the existence of these demons, and then this fireball hits the cathedral and he's lost. And the player then comes in, and the dead are rising and attacking the town, and it's all connected. And so you come in, and you need to go investigate and find the source of the evil.
Yes, we are going to see more deeply maybe the Sanctuary world.
Yes.
In this game. Well, how can you describe the experience developing such a games like the Diablo 3?
It's very challenging, you know. So all of us on the team are huge fans of Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, obviously. I played both games before I ever worked at Blizzard, and you know, Diablo 1, I wasn't even in the game industry, so I've been a fan forever, and Diablo 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. So having been fans, we know the importance of really retaining the core of what Diablo 3 is, and yet we have so much more technology at our hands, and we can do so much more. So the challenge has been doing more without changing it. And it's kind of a contradiction, which means that as we have developed, we have tried many new things.
Yes.
Some things we've tried, we have decided not to go forward with because we felt like it would take us too far away from what Diablo 3 is. So what we've ended up with is a lot of new features, a lot of changes, and when you first get in the game, you will notice these things, and it will take a few minutes to acclimate. But as you start to play, you will feel right back home again.
But the people, maybe with the people that never play, go to the play and just, if they don't know the story or the Diablo 1 and 2, it's okay.
They don't have to. We also took that into account as well. We know that we have our hardcore, loyal fan base who have played since Diablo 1, but we also know that we will attract many new players to the game. So we have designed the game for both players to make sure that the new player can jump right in and very little learning curve. The game is elegant and simple, and they can pick it up quickly.
Yes.
But it has enough depth and challenge that the hardcore players will remain engaged. So that was also a challenge as well.
Yes, and what about the people that use consoles? Maybe the Diablo 3 someday you are going to take to the PlayStation or another type of platform?
Yes, we're not in a position to announce a console title at this time, but it's no secret that we have been hiring and putting together a team of console experts. And our goal right now is to take what we've done on the PC and see what we can do with it on the console. What we don't want to do is to just take the PC version and port it straight over.
No.
If we're going
you have to change maybe some things.
If we're going to do Diablo 3 on the console, it will be tailored specifically for the console, and it will be a console experience that feels right.
Yes. Well, how is a day working on Blizzard in Diablo 3? Of Max, Alex.
It's always something different because I oversee the full production of the game, and I work with all of our team leadership and our directors. So every day is different because I work with so many different people who do so many different things, and that's part of what I love because I work with such talented, creative people, and so every day is extremely different.
What do you like most or enjoy most?
I enjoy the creativity and the perfectionism and our love of quality, and the fact that we as a company will simply not release a game that we do not feel reaches our quality level. As a game developer who's been working in the industry for almost 20 years and has worked at other companies,
yes,
I recognize the luxury and the benefit of our culture and our corporate values, and it's a real joy to be able to put such an emphasis on quality and fun and the end experience for the gamers. And we consider everybody, not just our own desires, but you know, we open it up to the world. At a certain point, we get feedback from everyone. So we really want to make the perfect game.
Yes, of course. And your team, you are always agree together, or you have some...
not at all. In fact, that's also what helps us make better games, because we don't always agree. But we're all professionals and extremely talented and creative, and so we get into disagreements, and it's a creative tension that happens, and out of that comes something more than the original ideas. And so by working together, and sometimes not always, everybody has different ideas, and those ideas sometimes...
And you have specific areas too.
So those ideas will compete sometimes, but out of it we compromise and we find the right solution, and we end up with something better than the sum of its parts.
Yes, of course. Do you remember your most important decision in Diablo 3?
Most important decision.
That you think, that you said, oh, I remember this always.
Well, I don't know if there's anything that sticks out that much. I think, you know, probably the skill system is something that we have worked on repeatedly over and over and over to try to get it right. And it is a change from the previous games. You only see a very small slice of it in the beta, but in the full game, it's very deep and complex, and it provides so much ability to customize your character and make him unique. It was difficult to go through so many iterations of the skill system, but we kept sticking with it, and we knew we kind of knew what we wanted to do, but it was difficult to find the exact right combination and flow, and yet we just stayed at it, and we're really happy with the way it turned out.
Would you like to leave some message to the people that is actually waiting for the May of 15th?
You know,
we all in Argentina.
Yes, we're really excited to be here. I'm honored that I could come to your country and speak about the game. We've taken we've made a big effort in our localization of the game. We made sure that we put aside extra time. We worked very closely with the localization teams to make sure our schedules matched up, because Blizzard has grown as a company over the years, and we have a much more global mindset now, and we've realized that our games are played around the world, not just in America. So we wanted to make sure that the translations are perfect in every country, and by giving our teams more time, they were able to find top-tier talent in every country. So the Latin American players will experience a Latin American Diablo III, and it will feel like it was made for you.
Can you tell us about the pre-sales of Diablo III here in Argentina?
So May 15th, the game will be immediately available on our website via digital download. And then on June 7th, it'll be in stores, a physical copy. And if you buy it in the stores, you'll get a free t-shirt.
Yes, a free t-shirt. Yes, it's okay. Very good. I like it. And all people is waiting to have that t-shirt too. What about the retail and the collector edition?
Yes, they will both be available here. The collector's edition will be available in Argentina. Players will want to check for pricing at the retail outlet. You
have everything in your house, I think.
Oh yeah, I do.
you can't lose anything.
My house is full of every game console there is, and all of our games. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Well, thank you. Well, thank you, Alex. I hope you have a good return to your country. Well, we are actually waiting for the launching.
May 15th. It's almost here.
Yes. Esto fue toda la entrevista para LocalStrike.